Jake Bailey ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Deatrich Wise Jr. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They snap it to Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Play action. It's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Again, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out right at the 25. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Throwing Jones. He's got Smith here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
On 2nd and 2, Jones, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of Honda they had. Shit, I can't. I read Honda. No, that was a sports edition, huh? A Tudo, huh?
Off play action, Jones.
Shit, they probably
steps away to his left. He finds his man Johnson.
Oh, you know it's almost income tax season now, so you know they about to go after him.
1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake, Jones. He gets this one to Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mac Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Man.
No good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Man, nah, man, you going fuck with him. Ooh, shit gonna be in BR, boy. Ooh, shit gonna be turned.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to
Wait.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone.
Boy, he gonna get lost after the way. They ain't gonna be able to find him. That boy, ooh, getting married.
About to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando. Our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through on Herbert.
This game over with, dude.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2.
Okay, Mr. D.
They'll try and throw for it.
Ooh.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Got them J's in a 10.5. She should have pulled up on. Told him. I said we should have pulled up on the 4 last night. You know he was gonna know.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Roberts to
Which one of them 11.5?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have.
Which one of them 11? Which one of them 11? Which one did you say you got?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner.
Oh, yeah.
Recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Damn, dude. Say you don't want to play no more.
Picked off at the 24. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Them pads.
5-yard touchdown catch. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Folk for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Boy, you ain't gonna make it to the house, boy.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
You might as well resend another invite. This bitch over.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Patriots coming hard.
The Charger drive about to get
Fuck with
going.
them Patriots. Belichick, we got y'all out there.
So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's see if Big Gotcha could get a sack.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, that boy got it wrong.
Deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete.
A curious
decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
But when it's time to renew that motherfucker, oh yeah, when it's time to renew it. I don't know if mine gonna go up or stay like it is. I don't have the same ego.
Friday night hit all of the shows. Flat Rich Kid got all of the clothes. People like you get all of the no's. I stay making wins, I stay with the pros. Just need a stack, I'm watching it grow. Up in the sky, body so low. I keep me like foe, sleep on the floor. He don't got no money, I show him the dough. Oh no, kid can't never with a bozo. Name in the mouth like bro, yo. With a rich man, he looking for the road. If he really want it, make him cash up a cold, bro. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit, 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 lit. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. 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 Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Give 'em a show, killing you nose and taking your bro.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Oh, yeah, Chanel is the lamb. With his friend finna get lit. I'm everything on they wish list. Which bag should I get? Which color should I pick? Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. You big bro, gotta go. Big bird, giving crow. A group of baddies coming bold. Give me money, kiss my toes. Don't with your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. 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 Lit, lit, lit. Any, many, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show. Just so you know, we just wanna get lit. 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 Lit, lit, lit. Any, many, miny, mo.
You get them, I'm getting them.
Give 'em a show, killing you nose and taking your bro. We just wanna get lit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That bitch. Oh, I don't never use that, but I gotta use my
Here I go. I'm jumping out of green balloon. Geronimo. Man, I like big wheels.
Oh, what? I probably come down that bitch shit probably about 3 or 4. Oh shit, I probably be still. I don't know. I really don't know yet. But I might fuck around and stay on this side. Oh, we put 5 in there.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Boy, good Christmas break for you, boy.
He will return this from deep in the
It's a
end
good
zone.
Christmas break for you, huh?
Dropped at the 21-yard line. So
Yeah. Man, you been off, huh? Oh, man, I thought you was off already. Shit. Playing fun. Ooh, they trying to wipe this whole. Ooh, I ain't lying. So you playing with that US and you ain't white?
Bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's
man.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. Stafford now to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now a play fake at Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Oh, y'all, come on, man.
And now it's 4th down.
No, I can get 4 yards. Stop playing with me.
You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He'll get this complete to Cooper.
Why you bet in my sleep?
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Stafford on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That catch.
Oh, getting up, man. We putting zip on that.
Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him
getting that down, man. Gotta be quicker. You gotta have some users.
Second down and 8. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the 50, Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it to Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp, dog.
29 yards. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
I really threw that bit late.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball,
I ain't
you're on
gonna
the
say-
sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
See what you do with A-Rod.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Man, that dude ain't never stop.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen
I don't know why you
Ramsey.
thought you could do that.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's
I don't
obviously
know
been
why you
around
thought
for a
you
long
could do
time.
that.
That's a throw he wishes he
I would
got
take him
back.
out your game plan,
He
bro.
does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few
Take-
chances, used to fitting
take
in
him
into
out
tight
your game
windows.
plan, so
These
you
are
know.
throws that he's made before, didn't happen to get it
Touchdown.
completed in this case.
Ooh.
And it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step.
Man,
And if you
Rams
do
gonna
that,
fold. Boy,
that's a
Chiefs
win
going
for them.
back.
After one,
Boy,
7-0
Chiefs going back,
on
man.
EA Sports.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, Patriots is looking good,
Heavy
bro.
set out there, 3 tight ends in
Patriots
formation
versus the
for
Bucks,
3rd
that's
and
gonna be
3.
crazy.
Rodgers gonna throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Slant to Adams.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30.
Ooh.
10.
That boy kind of fast, huh?
Bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he's got it.
Linebackers don't jump, son. You ain't noticed that shit?
Bumps their lead up even further.
Boy, linebackers don't jump. Remember what I told you. They'll catch the pick. Remember what I told you. Linebackers don't jump on this bitch. If he got to jump, he is not jumping. I'm telling you that, man.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete.
But that's a real vulture on him. Stop playing with that man, son.
Big play, but he could not
I don't know why you playing with that dude, son.
to throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Oh, that was supposed to be picked.
And this time he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd
Nigga
and
ain't saying he ain't like that. Oh, that supposed to be picked.
Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And
Them bitches don't, son. Real talk. I'm telling you, them bitches don't jump, son.
Coming up at halftime.
Them bitches don't. Man, you gotta fix that shit.
Jonathan
I
Coachman
ain't lying.
standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rodgers to throw once more. And nowhere to fit that football knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties.
You ain't ready, nigga. It's too much smoke, man. It's too much smoke.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front.
You ain't gonna have enough time. It don't matter if you get them open. Aaron Donald not gonna give you no
A
time.
lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back
Get him, Big Aaron.
and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Rodgers to throw for on 4th. And he'll let this go deep from the zone. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He completes it to Beckham.
Stop playing with Odell.
Just well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain.
Got a ball security down.
Back to throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That shit irritating.
Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Escaping the pressure right. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the 2nd half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taylor now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know,
that run shit not working on me, bro.
It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw. It's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he
Punch it out.
It's on the ground. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Man, you want your shake back, bro? This bitch over. This bitch over.
Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
No more full game,
About set
man.
to get this drive
It's over.
started.
I'm
The
too
Green
goated
Bay
for this
offense
shit.
at the line. And they weren't on the
Too
sidelines
goated,
for
man.
long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I
I
were
don't-
down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant.
Can I really
You've
do
got to
this
hold on to
shit?
the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up
Punch
there,
and
but you're
ball,
exactly
bro.
right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole
Watch,
different
bro.
way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line. 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. Now this is
That's
gonna
a
be
whole
another
safety
first
right
down
there,
as the
man.
tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play.
Man,
Pass is intercepted.
stop playing, man. You better switch that shit up, man.
26. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception.
Man, I'm
in
a
the
goat,
second
man.
And just think about the time you spent in the
Oh,
locker room.
man. It's just been a while. Oh, this touchdown.
Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is
Come on,
something that you
Odell.
can't just end.
Trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted.
Ah,
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker.
okay, I tried to squeeze it.
Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Man, no, I'm the Patrick Mahomes with this shit, dog. You can't score fast enough to beat me, dog. See, when I let you run the ball out of the game, that's the only time you gonna beat me. That's the only time you gonna win. But when it come to really pushing that bit downfield, dog, you can't fuck with me, dog. Beasley can't even fuck with me, dog. Oh, man.
Down to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational.
Yeah, I really do this
Now, I
shit,
think the
dog.
scoreboard is dictating
Especially when I
what
got
you
the
need to
right
do.
quarterback, dog.
This game, they gotta push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Don't run towards Aaron Donald, boy. He coming.
Rodgers again now. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers.
Ooh, why you steady playing with Jalen Ramsey? steady playing with Jalen Ramsey, dog.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles.
Can't do that.
Interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound.
Ooh, that boy playing like Deion. Locking Devontae Adams up.
Good, I know you've seen this TikTok.
Flow, but we started from the gutter. Starting like no one stunner. She curved me back then, came back, so I swung her. I ain't going out like no sucker. Had to let it burn like Usher. Gave a rush for an hour, Chris Tucker. You cannot mistake me for another. I had to wait my time like a buffer. I'm that I stutter. Ball hard, might get a tick. Bought a push start for it, got a chick. Drip too hard, made it. I know she won't forget that we met. She hit, I broke it down, she a wreck. They saying, Mo, you better than the rest. Who, me? I never would've guessed. Rookie, but I do it like a vet. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was due, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was due, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Had to take the stairs to the top floor. Every that slept been done for. Got a few bands, need a ton more. If we empty out the that's a drum roll. If we move fire, hit them with the earn strikes, now that me like a real. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me catch my breath. We getting to the bread, it was crumbs. She love car, turn nothing into something. She let me knock it out the park, home run. I'ma giant berry bonds. She told me that the money make she tried more, not a mother ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the one. These other I'ma show 'em how it's done. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was do what it wasn't running, made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got ourselves made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was do what it wasn't running, made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got ourselves made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my hot finesse, finite, flex, and I fell out and cut the check. Monopolize the set, but I been taking hits like I can die like any One on the day, the dawn of the dead day. I don't see nothing but red. I gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling west. Got a machete, I chop it, the nigga, the surfer, determined, the plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping and run, popping son of God, dropping anybody who next. I want a mansion, I got a million advances. I'm gonna stay in Atlanta. Most of them move to LA and throw all of their money away and move back with their parents. I see the canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again. Grabbing the stick with my hand, I drop my guts. The world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My head is ready to bust, kicking the door when I come at the cut. Whoa. Yeah. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My head is ready to bust. Do what I do and I say what I want. Whoa. Yeah, mama, your kid in the magazine, I had a stack on my jacket at Grammy. We see the audacity. I was a bad kid, bad city. You see the duality. Who tryna battle me, huh? Hitters is after me, and I be that many. Who wanna buff me up? Fatality really is up. It's up, undoubtedly. Baby gon' touch the bucks. My salary double. Your baby daddy maybe triple. I'm trouble. I get the tackle and the pick and I hustle. I had to have it, had to get in the huddle, in the gravel and rubble. Got me a second. I'm tryna be subtle. We just acting like a dog with a muzzle. See the bagger, put him back in the puddle. We attacking, better stand back and watch him run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in a slot. Tryna bend the corner, your limb getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is talk, I don't even talk.
Somebody talk.
I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the locker. Feeling like Walker Flock of Flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game.
Animosity reside inside of me, so I'm like a product of power.
Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My head is ready to bust. Kick it.